Kaminari here. It's another Kaminari review. RWBY, Volume 4, Episode 9. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Wow, this is actually a 4-girl-centric kind of series, or episode of itself. Unfortunately, it's just like very short. We start off the episode primarily with Yang and her father, Tai Yang, doing some sparring. He actually did comment and critique his daughter's fighting technique, saying that you use your semblance too much. And her semblance is called rage, because she uses her rage to be powerful. Sorry, phone. To be really powerful and go ahead and beat the living crap out of them just using her weapon. And he says, "You're sloppy, you're imbalanced and all that." But he made a comment to her about she's just like her mother. Remember, her mother is known as Raven. Now, you could just tell by her hair texture and her eyes. Her eyes are purple, or kind of like this purplish pink. And her hair is blonde, just like her dad, but it's a bright blonde, but her hair texture is wild and long. And yeah, he reminisced, like, I did remember your first haircut. It's like, yes, her first haircut is terrible, but still. Anyway, he mentioned that Raven was, in fact, an ambitious character, and she does whatever she wants, kind of deal. And it makes kind of sense with it, because how Raven did save her daughter in Volume 2, but it was Crow that stated you cannot rely on your mother at another time. And it turns out to be it's her role. It's like, I can do this once, but after that you're on your own, kind of deal. And then we cut into Weiss and her training to summon, like, practice her summoning skills. Remember, it is mentioned in Volume 3 by Winter asking, have you learned how to summon yet? It turns out she doesn't, but she tries to. But she did summon a boar to, like, beat the living snot out of one of the party goers in an earlier episode. She practiced her summoning skills, and her brother, Whitley, came in, and he said, I'm just here to offer you, like, something. It's like, I'm going into town with Dad, and do you want me to bring you back something? And she literally said no. It's like, no, leave me alone. And she asked him questions. Are you jealous of Winter? Are you jealous of me? Because we have our semblance. We can do this. He flat out said, no, I'm not jealous. I think it's barbaric, and it's, like, beneath me because of that. You and the hunters are like crap. Just remember one thing, about Whitley. Whitley is an asshole. He is chip of the old block with Jacques. And Jacques is not a true Schnee. Believe it or not, he's not a true Schnee. And it turns out the mother would have been better, but in a society where you have to have a male heir in order for you to press on and give, like, everything to that guy to live, the name will live on forever, kind of deal. It's been like that for, like, centuries. In fact, it's always a male who carries the name, whereas we women, it doesn't carry. Now, it wasn't as bad as if it was Weiss. Weiss wants to do more than just be an heiress, to be very honest. She wants to be more like her grandfather, Nicholas Schnee, who is very smart, who is very talented. He cares about the little people and all that. And he is a seasoned warrior. She wants to bring honor to the Schnee family, and she did mention it was her grandfather's company. There you go. She's actually the second Schnee. But with her kind of like stray against and all that, it makes kind of sense. And then she used her semblance, the glyphs, to like slam the doors, like, see you, I don't want to talk to you anymore kind of deal. And she practiced. She successfully summoned a knight. But it kind of like breaks her window. It's like, oh shit. Here comes Klein right now. It's like, Miss Schnee, are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm okay. And she just smiles. And she asked Klein a favor. It was a way to escape. Now we pan on to the chase with Blake and the ninja. They chase her pretty much throughout the city and on a pretty decent battle, a small battle and confrontation. Turns out the ninja in question was a friend of hers known as Ilya, and Ilya is a chameleon faunus. I was like, wow, this like makes a whole lot of sense, but all she has is just a skin changing, and it depends on her mood. Side note, chameleons do not change their colors at will. Kind of deal. They change depending on the mood. Like if they're hungry, they're like, I don't know, green. If they're not hungry and they love, it's like red or black, depending on it. So that's pretty much. Now back to the story. They try to get the scroll and all that, and the sign hold her back, down, blah blah blah, and Ilya's been revealed. Ilya made a comment, is like, you shouldn't have came back. Turns out the White Fang knows that Blake has returned to Menagerie. And then, finally, we got to Team Ranger segment where they came to the fork in the road and they try to figure out which way to go. One of the forks leads to Minstrel, where the other one was to a destroyed village known as Yuri. And they said, why don't we go this way? Ren kind of like had this little meltdown. It's like, we can't go. It's destroyed a long time ago. We need to go around. We don't have time. They had this little argument, but it was Nora that decided, okay, we're going to split up. Red and I will go to the mountains, whereas you and John and Crow goes to the village and find something there useful. Now this is actually to the next episode, which I haven't seen yet. This is like where it stopped. I was like, I need to take a break from RWBY, but still. Now what do I think? Finally some decent plot development from all 4 girls. Or well, all 7 characters. We finally got some improvements with Weiss. We got some improvements and more of a bit of a characterization of Raven through Tai Yang. And then with Yang, of course. We meet a new character, but it makes a little less sense. Like, why would she go a spy on poor Blade? Because all she came back is just to be with her family for a little bit. And then you got Team Ranger, and more so, like, you get a real response with Ren. Honestly, Ren in particular has more to the story. It's like Ren and Nora has been together for a very long time, and I get a chance to see it. Yeah, this is pretty much one of my shortest reviews of the show, of this episode, because there's a whole lot, but at the same time not a whole lot. I still hate Whitley, believe it or not. I mean, I've actually have dated a person just like Whitley, personality wise, and I do actually admit he's like the most annoying little, kind of like the most annoying little brother, but he's just a conniving little freak of a a child. He's only... If... He's pretty much 15 or 16 at this moment. But he needs a girlfriend. He needs to get laid, okay? Okay, anyway, I'm going to end my review right now. Anyway, if you love my content, please like, subscribe. Bug me on social media. Comment. No negative comments, okay? Please, no negative comments. Creative critique, yes. But do not, in any circumstances, leave a negative comment. I'll get to that later. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.